Welcome to Real Time Teachers. Good day, partner. How has your life been since the start of pandemic? Medyo challenging, no? Pero keren naman ang laban sa buhay, no?
So, super challenging talaga ang nangyayari sa buhay natin lahat, partner, no? But syempre, laban lang. Pero if for us, mahirap ang buhay, what about sa mga persons with disabilities, diba? For sure, lumalaban din sila ngayon sa buhay.
Kaya nga today, ang ating pag-uusapan sobrang interesting at talaga namang marami tayong matutuklasan o matututunang bago. Pero bago ang lahat, alamin muna natin kung ano ang laman ng ating show para sa araw na ito.
So, in today's shows, we'll learn the distinction between special education, inclusive education, and mainstream education. We will also discuss how the school system functions and how important this type of education is for our beloved students.
So, partner, for us to truly understand each type of education, we have three visitors who will assist us or guide us in gathering more information about the three main topics for today's show. Let's welcome our beautiful teachers. Before we start our question and answer para sa ating interview, let's just give ourselves a warm-up bago natin bisahin sa mga katulungan ng ating mga guro.
Siyempre, alam naman natin ang mga teachers natin ay magagaling in terms in talks or usapan, pero ang mga teachers natin ay hindi magpapatalo sa sayawan. So, let's give it up. Let's give an applause to our teachers.
Hey. Okay na. Woo! I guess that was a great opening or warm-up para sa ating mga teachers. Let's begin our simple talk with our teachers. But before that, kilalanin muna natin sila. So, let's start. Miss Bea Gahon.
Hi! Magandang araw sa mga nanonood sa Real Time Talkshow. My name is Gabon Rhea and teacher sa Haggard Academy. So I've been teaching SPED students for more than 5 years and excited ako sa inyo ngayon na ibahagi ang aking experience at nalalaman about this topic. Thank you!
Okay, so good evening everyone. I am Darling Gritan and I am from Laverne University and then 7 years na ako sa teaching experience and then excited na din ako para maibahagi sa inyo yung aking kaalaman na sa inclusive education. Thank you.
So, good day everyone. I am Likim Largo and 6 years na rin ako nagtuturo. And now I am going to share you about this topic and excited na rin ako na i-share sa inyo ang aking experience about this. Thank you!
Okay. So now, let's move on to our questions, which is related sa ating topic for today. So,
Let's say hi to our teacher, Teacher Rhea from Haggard Academy.
Yes!
Good day, Teacher Rhea. How are you today?
Sobrang excited and I feel happy kasi first time ko tong sumali sa mga ganitong talk show and I'm so excited to work with you guys. I hope na ang mga listener natin ngayong araw ay may matutunan when it comes to special education, inclusive education, and mainstream. Thank you.
So now let's move on to our questions, which is related to our topic, which is special education, inclusive, and mainstream. So partner, you can start now.
So, ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin, Miss Bea Gabon, ng special education at ano nga ba ang pinagkaiba nito sa ibang klase ng edukasyon?
Yes, so ano nga bang ano muna ang special education? So itong special education minsan tinatawag din siyang special needs education, no? So itong special education na to para sa mga batang iba sa socially, mentally, or physically from the average to such an extent that they require modifications of usual school practices, no? And then it differs from other regular education in two ways. It's different instructional methods na ginagamit ng mga teachers sa kanilang mga estudyante. And meron din silang mga additional specialists, mga specialist teachers, speech therapists, occupational therapists, and so on. So, ang mga ito involved to beyond regular classroom teachers, no? A special education involves the education of students with special needs in a way that addresses a student's individual disabilities and requirements. And so, itong mga programa na to ay dinesign so that special learners may learn skills which will assist them in coming closer and in learning to children without disabilities. So, yon.
So, that's the meaning of special education. And para sa mga students pala natin na may special needs ang edukasyon na ito, no?
So, thank you, Teacher Rhea. Very clear explanation and orderly. The next question is, what is the status of special education programs in the Philippines 2020 and what services are provided by special education?
So, yung status ngayon ng special education, no, nung 2020 lang na for the first time ang ating Secretary Leonor Briones na ang Department of Education kinonfer nila na nagbigay sila ng funds for national budget for special education to fulfill the services or educational program na ginagawa ng special education. So, ang iba sa mga services ng binibigay ng special education is yung consultant teacher services, integrated co-teaching services, resource room program, at marami pang iba. And dahil sa funds na binigay or na binadget ng ating Department of Education Secretary Leonor Briones, mas matutugunan nito ang pangangailangan ng mga estudyante natin.
Alam mo, partner, nakakatuwa na meron mga programs and services para sa mga kapatid nating may disabilities, no? And although kahit na noon pa man, may mga programs and services na for them, pero napansin ko na mas dumadami ang mga programs and services for them na talagang nabibigyan sila ng mga magagandang treatment sa ating lipunan.
Oo nga, partner, hindi na sila nadadiverse sa atin at na-experience nila yung mga bagay na dapat nilang or worth it nilang ma-experience katulad ng ginagawa natin. Next question. What is the major intent of the special education laws that were passed in the Philippines?
So, enacted in 2004, the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, ni-ensure nito na lahat ng children with qualifying disabilities ay merong access sa free and appropriate public education para sa kanila. So, the law outlines the special education benefits including individual special education and services.
So, our next question, kaya pa ba, Teacher Rhea? Huwag ka mag-alala, this is the last question na for you. What are the most important challenges facing special education today?
So, marami na nagkalata na yung mga nag-widespread na yung mga misperception na ang pagtuturo ay madali lang. So, technically, teaching is a uniquely difficult job. Alam natin 'yan. So, ang pagiging teachers ay merong set of huge responsibilities, no? However, many people fail to recognize the teacher's role. So, the various disabilities of students with whom special education teachers work multiplies the job difficulty. So, pag ang special education, meron niyang mga various students na may disabilities, syempre mahirap din sa isang teacher na magturo, no? Special education teachers are largely unrecognized and unsupported by the public. So, ang isa pa dyan is yung dealing with multiple disabilities, yung sinasabi ko ka nga kanina. So, yung special education teachers, yung as special education teachers, classes may have different with various disabilities. Since each student is a unique case, the teacher must modify their lessons to suit each students with disabilities by providing individualized education programs. Yun.
Napakarami nga pala nating challenges para sa ating mga teachers, no? And hindi natin mabilang, kaya napakagaling ng ating mga guro na hanggang ngayon matibay pa rin sila. I guess that was the most known challenges na hinaharap ni Ma'am Rhea at ng iba pa nating mga guro. And ngayon, pagpahingahin na muna natin siya at proceed tayo kay Teacher Darlene.
For the next teacher naman na ating mga kausap ay let's give an applause to Teacher Darlene. Hello, Teacher Darlene. So, ikaw naman ang sunod na aming tatanungin. So, sit back and relax. Alam namin na busy kita lang sa'yo. By the way, kamusta ka na, Teacher Darlene? I hope you're okay.
Okay, so good evening. Okay naman ako, Miss Talepa and Miss Vergara. And I hope na okay lang din kayong lahat, especially sa mga teachers na kasama ko ngayon, si Miss Kevon and Miss Darko. So, sana okay lang kayong lahat.
So, let's move on na sa atin sa mga questions. Go na, partner.
So, Teacher Darlene, ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng inclusive education? Ano ang pinagkaiba nito sa ibang klase ng edukasyon?
Okay, so ang pagkakaiba ng inclusive education sa ibang types ng education ay ito yung classroom setup na kung saan magkahalo yung mga students na may disabilities at saka wala. And then pero pare-pareho sila ng mga learnings na tinuturo sa kanila. Then sinasabi din dito na yung mga kahit na may kapansanan tayo or wala, we should be treated and be educated equally.
So, inclusive education pala ang tawag sa this kind of education. No? Alam mo, partner, naranasan ko yung ganitong inclusive education kasi nung grade 6 ako, may nakasama din kami na SPED. And alam mo ba, nakakatuwa kasi nakikita ko yung effort niya din na makasabay sa amin and nakaka-catch up siya sa mga lessons. And every time nga na nakakasagot siya, lahat kami ay nagpapalakpakan. Para lang, syempre, ma-feel nila na happy kami sa kanila. So, share ko lang naman.
Ako din partner, no, nung elementary ako. May klase din ako nun na may disability and maayos naman and super friendly and active naman siya sa school. Yun.
So anyway, for our next question naman, Teacher Darlene, what makes a classroom inclusive?
So, gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, nagiging inclusive ang isang classroom kapag mix ang students. Meaning, kapag may students na may disabilities and walang disabilities. Then, yung mga learners with special educations, ito yung mga may needs, yung mga may special education needs, kailangan nakaka-receive din sila ng mga equal access and then ng mga individual accommodation along the general education system.
So, inclusive classroom is parang welcome sa everyone, no, Miss Darlene? I see. So, for our next question naman, what are the child's expectation in an inclusive classroom?
Okay, so expected na dapat alam ng mga estudyante na meron silang makakasama na mga learners na need ng mga special needs. And then kailangan yung mga learners sa isang inclusive classroom ay sumunod sa mga classroom rules. And then they are also expected to stay in their seats and complete the tasks that are given to them.
Okay. Next question, what is the difference between inclusive education system, inclusive school, and inclusive classroom practices?
Okay, so inclusive education system, ito yung sasabi dito na meron tayong karapatan na lahat tayo ay makapag-aral kahit na meron tayong mga kapansanan or wala. Then in terms naman sa mga performances sa mga learners, dapat pantay-pantay lang din yung mga grading na binibigay sa bawat isa. And then sa inclusive school naman, dito naman papasok yung mga classroom setup, meaning na every students have the same learning in the same classroom. And then dito na rin papasok syempre yung mga interactions saka yung mga participations ng mga bawat estudyante sa kanilang mga kapwa estudyante or sa kanilang mga teacher. And then lastly, yung mga inclusive classroom practices, ito naman yung mga rules and and instructions na dapat sundin ng bawat learner sa loob ng mga classroom na dapat din nilang i-practice. So, thank you. Yun
So,
lang.
napakagandang explanation ni Teacher Darlene
Tama.
para sa inclusive education, and kahit kami ni partner ay nakaka-relate sa kanyang topic. So, thank you Teacher Darlene for the wonderful explanations. So, for the last but not the least, let's give an applause to Teacher Rhea. Hello Teacher Rhea. Ang aming itatanong naman namin para sa iyo ay about sa mainstreaming. Okay, partner, you can start na.
Okay, Teacher Largo, same question lang din sa mga nauna nating teachers, kaya huwag kang kakabahan. And Teacher Largo, ano nga bang ibig sabihin ng mainstream education? Ano ang pinagkaiba nito sa ibang edukasyon?
So, mainstreaming is the practice of placing students with special education needs in a general education classroom during specific time periods based on their skills. So, meaning mainstreaming is all about PWDs na hindi dapat sila dinidiscriminate, dapat hindi sila sineseparate, kundi dapat gino-join sila sa isang classroom nang sa ganon, yung ma-observe nila or ma-explore nila yung totoo nilang alam mo yung kanilang talent.
So, parang sa mainstreaming din siya, no? Almost similar sila ni inclusive education, but depende sa student if ready or kung marunong na siya doon sa subject na yon to be considered or included na siya sa isang specific class. So, anyway, next question naman ay for you. As a teacher, what is your main goal in mainstreaming in special education?
So, for me as a teacher, my main goal in mainstreaming is to include students with disabilities within the traditional classrooms while giving them the same opportunities as other students to access instruction, gain knowledge, grow as individuals, and to participate in the academic and socializing environments that the school has to offer. Also, as a teacher, I don't want them to seeing their self-pity. Ayoko na dinadaw nila yung self nila and kino-compare sa iba because we have our own talent na need lang natin i-develop.
Tama, Miss Largo. And for your opinion, ito na, how important is mainstreaming in PWDs in terms of education?
For me, as a teacher, mainstreaming is very important in PWDs. PWD situation because it helps them to boost their confidence, to show their talents, to participate and to create new one. Because I believe that even you are a PWD, you have your own special talent that no one can replace your happiness. Like, wow, I have this talent, amazing, like that.
So, I agree sa sinabi mo, Teacher Largo, kasi di ba tulad ngayon, sobrang high-tech na ng mga technology and halos lahat ng tao may social media na, although kahit nga sila ay may mga social media na din.
Oo
Na
nga, partner.
kung saan, no, nag-share na din sila ng mga talents nila sa lahat ng mga tao. Yung iba nga magaling mag-drawing, kumanta, and so on. Diba halimbawa nun ay si Nick Wojcik, kung kilala nyo man siya, person with disability din siya, pero sobrang napaka-talentful niya. And ngayon, isa na din siya sa mga motivational speaker ngayon. Anyway, the last question for you, Teacher Largo, is do you think that education is only for regular students?
For me, of course, a big no. We are all humans that need education. We have a right to study. Kahit nga blind, deaf, or PP, or kahit ano pa yan, or kahit anong karamdaman na meron ka, as long as may kakayanan ka, we have a right to study. And that's all. Thank you.
So, sa true lang, no, all of us has right to educate. Kaya nga sana mas marami pang schools na mapatayo na para sa kanila din, especially sa mga mahirap. Dapat may mga public schools din na para sa kanila. So, yun.
Mahaba-habang usapan ang nangyari ngayong araw na ito and mahaba-haba talagang kwentuhan na rin ang ating napag-usapan, partner. And I think, and I hope, marami na din natutunan ng ating mga manonood. Ngayon naman ay ating i-summarize or i-conclude ang kanilang mga statements. And para malaman natin kung ano nga ba talaga ang pinagkaiba ng SPED or Special Education, Inclusive and Mainstream Education sa isa't isa. So, Special Education, also called Special Needs Education, the education of children who differ socially, mentally, or physically, while education refers to students with special needs spend most or all of their time with non-special needs students. And lastly, mainstreaming is the act of placing a pupil with additional support need into a class for those without additional support needs.
So, thank you very much to our teachers na nag-share sa atin ng mga informative na bagay at marami tayong natuklasan ngayong araw.
Maraming salamat sa ating mga bisita at pinaunlakan niyo ang aming mga invitation. No? At dito na nga nagtatapos ang ating show. Maraming salamat sa mga manonood at mga nanonood pa ngayon sa muling pagkikita at sama-sama tayong matuto ng bagong kaalaman. Ito ang
Real-time
Real-Time Teachers! Bye!
Thank you po!